So guys, we are back to Bangkok after almost 2 years of not coming here, and I would like to give it a little change, which I usually stay at Soi 19. But this time I'm trying out this hotel, which is called the Sukhumvit Suites Hotel. It's on the Soi 23 and also in front of the Soi Cowboy. So this place is pretty convenient in terms of MRT and also the BTS. It's very near to the Asok BTS and also Sukhumvit MRT. There's a sheltered pathway which I'm currently at. Towards here is the Asok BTS. Well, if you walk from there all the way to back and towards the UOB, that area, that will be the Sukhumvit MRT. It's on the exit 3. So here is exit 2. So if ever you're seeing there's rain and don't want to get drenched, then you can come by the Asok BTS. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the area around here and also show you the room inside. So let's go. So here is the reception, which is on level 2. There's unlike some of the hotel, which are on the basement. The lobby is right here. So you have to come out from the lift right here. Or you can even choose to come out from the stairs. There's everything area, and if you are coming up earlier, the check-in time is after 2 PM. So you can leave your luggage, which you put over there. And also make sure that the check-out time is before 12. Or else you will incur some penalties. So let's go and check out my room. So I'm staying at level 5, which is at 511. It's a superior room, if I remember correctly. There's 2 different types of room available over here. There's one which is on the side. You have the sofa and also larger area, which is this one, right? 517. And there's no window. While the room over here on my right, they are facing the main road of Sukhumvit. Yeah, so you will see traffic. Yeah, so let's move to my room, 511. By the way, the pathway, there's a sort of like woody and earthy smell, which is quite relaxing. Some people really like that kind of greenery smell, which come off here. And refresh now. And here's my room. Okay, so guys, before I start with the room tour, I'm going to leave my personal opinion and so the tips, pro and cons about this hotel at the end of the video. So make sure you watch until the end of it to have an idea if any of those would affect you or if of any of your concern. Yeah, make sure to watch until the end. So let's start as always on the right. Here's the main light. This is the toilet light, while this is the pathway lights. Okay, and there's the makeup room, do not disturb. So do press them if you ever need or do not need any makeup. And here's where you slot your card. So to the right is your toilet area. So the door is slightly like a plank, wooden plank. It's very light, but there's something that I don't really like it, and I will share it with you later. Right here is probably how big the toilet is. Start to the right. There's a toilet bowl, there's a button right here, and the flush, toilet paper. So this is something that you have to take off. Do not throw rubbish, sanitary napkins, and tissue paper into the toilet bowl in case it stuck. Because some of the hotels, they might get stuck. You put a lot of toilet paper in here. So here's the beam, through all your stuff there. On top, there's 2 hand towel, and there should be 2 towel for your bathing. Yeah, but I used it one when I was bathing just now. So over here, save our planet.
Dear value guests, every day millions of gallons of water are used to wash towels that have only been used once. You can make the difference. A towel hanging means I will use again. A towel on the floor means please exchange. Thank you for helping us conserve the earth's vital resources. For me personally, I do not put them on the floor. I find it there's like hygiene issue. So what I do, I place it on top of the bin right here. Because I don't really throw a lot of things inside, so let's put it in on the rubbish bin lid. So I just place it on top nicely so that they have a rough idea that I want to exchange the towel. Here. Right. Next, here's the basin. The hot is on the left, cold is on the right. Just turn it. You can mix them up so that it's not too hot or not too cold for you. Here's the hair dryer. That's a 220V, 50 Hz. So, and also there's one more plug here. Here's the light. And 2 cups. This is the toothbrush, cotton bud, and shower cap with a aromatic soap. So this is roughly how it looks like for the toothbrush, in case you are interested. So ignore all these things over here. Those are mine. I bought it personally. Here's the soap, hand soap. It smells a bit like lavender, which is closer to that smell. And to the left, here. I think I should turn on light. Give me a moment, yeah? So, on the right, here's your shower gel and shampoo. It smells a bit similar to Johnson & Johnson for the shower gel. And over here, here's your left, which is the hot, and here's the cold. You can mix them up. You can also change it to this normal shower, which is by turning up. Up is this one over here. Down is this one over here. Hi, I want to give you a gauge on how big this shower room is. I'm going to close it up. So this is roughly how big you are at the far end of it. First thing I like about this one is that they have this gutter thing that prevent the water from seeping out into the toilet area. So this is a plus point. I like it a lot. And also to make sure you turn, as I do, close the curtain, because there's something that I have to tell you later on when you are at the bedroom. But just remember to close this in case you forget to turn close up. Okay, so let's move on, and I'm going to show you the bedroom. Now we are at the walkway. There's 2 huge full-fledged mirror that allows you to groom yourself, make sure that you're tidy before you're going out. For me, I normally put my shoe under here. Once you close the toilet, you see, down here, I put my shoe here, and also they provide sandals that you can use. So there's a plug right here, and they provide 6 hangnails. So here's the bedroom, and we'll start off with the right side over here. So over here, there's 2 more plugs and the aircon. Oh yeah, you do need to take note of is that the air conditioning is controlled by the central aircon. So if you would like to change the room temperature, you have to contact the help desk at the lobby by calling 0 at the telephone. Else it will be normally at 21 or 22, so it's pretty hot for this current time that I'm visiting. So here is the lights that is controlled. Here's the lamp right on top here. Wow, this one. Oh, this is the walkway lights, which you can just turn it off when you're sleeping. Easy for you. So there's a number lock below. It's big enough to put in at least a 15-inch MacBook Pro, which I'm using. So here's the bed. I like this bed a lot because it's not too soft and not too hard, and it's really of my preference. I like that it's soft enough that I'm semi sink into the bed and it feel really cozy, especially when it's really cold. Like now in the morning, normally it's very hot. While coming to the mid-noon or evening, then Bangkok will start to rain very heavily up to sometimes even 7 or 8 p.m. So the room will get very, very cold since I turned it to 19 degrees. So it's really nice when I just slide myself into the blankets. That's why it's very nice for me. I like it. But there's one thing I don't really like would be the pillow because it's really soft. So I would at least need to stack two together so that my head wouldn't sink really low, and I don't like that kind of height for my pillow. We've moved to the left side of the bed. Here you have a TV control, which you are able to control the TV right here. And there's also the phone, dial 0 to call them. So there's some notes. Bed linen will be changed only when this card is placed on the bed. So if you need to change your bed, then this is what you do. And they will change the linen for you. Or else they will just tidy it up like how it is right now. I normally don't change it for each every day. I would like maybe alternate it Monday, Tuesday, then on the Wednesday I will ask them to change my linen for hygiene purpose. Yeah. So now let's move to a working table. There's a chair here. The seats is a leathery texture, and they provide tissue. And so there's some brunch and dessert available if you want to order them. So the brunch, there's the farmer breakfast for 300. But do you know that you get a food voucher discount of 100 baht when you're a guest in here? It's a one-time usage. And so they provide you with a free drink coupon that you can go over to the Indulge to get a drink. It's also a one-time usage. So here there's a note that you have to take note of. Get connected. There's the network name, which is Sukhumvit Suites, and then the password which is provided to you on this paper that they give you. So all rooms are non-smoking. The fine is 2,000 baht. Security deposit of 2,000 is required upon checking in. No damage to room. Secure deposit will be returned. No joiner fee is required for guests. Request guests to share ID or joiner for safekeeping. So there's 2 fresh towel sets are provided in all room daily. If there's any required, you would be charged 100 baht per set. So you all can read it by pausing it. So I'll go move on. So to the left, they provide 3 sugar pack, 2 cafe made milk, and 2 red cup Nescafe, and 2 Lipton tea. So by right, normally they will provide 1 of these drinking bottles. I think it's around how many L? 1.5 ml. But because I've already drank one which is unfinished, that's why they provide me one more. So here's the opener for you to open it. They provide 2 glass and 2 saucer, 2 teacup, 2 teaspoon, 2 saucer. And there's the 3-pin plug. 2 of them over here. So this light control all the lights on top over here. There's the kettle guided here. Right below here is your fridge. So I brought a few things. I normally put my drinks here. So I've brought a few things. I put my drinks over on the right side. The freezer is a bit too cold, so you see a lot of frost and also icing up on top. So if you ever have a drinks placed in here, I'm not sure for other rooms, but for my room, you have to be very careful, as most of the drink will turn into slush. Yeah, just like you see this stain here is my Red Bull, which has turned frozen and it's explode out of the bottle. On the left of the room is your television by the ABL, and also provide this. I normally use this to air my shirt after I come back to my hotel, and they provide the bin right here also. So there's total of 2 bins. So here's my items. So this is the view of my room, which you are facing the exchange tower. there's one thing that I really need y'all to really take note of, because this might be a privacy issue. Because as you can see down here, this bridge is the bridge that link you to the Asok BTS. So this bridge right here is the bridge that links you to the Asok from Sukhumvit Suites Hotel. So there will be a lot of people passing by here. So they also are able to, like, zoom into your room if they ever have any zoom lens or zoom camera. So just be really careful. I almost close this curtain 24/7 just in case if I forget to wind down my curtain in my bathroom, the shower room, so I won't know. Yeah, and also I don't really like people seeing me sleeping, because they are able to see directly everything into your room. So this is a con, which I would prefer that they have, like, like a one-sided mirror where you are able to see out but others can't see into the room, So that would be a better choice if they ever want to do a refurbish or a new glass for the window. Plus point for that if they ever do that. Alright guys, now we are at the end of the video. I'm going to share with you all the tips and also the pro and con that I've faced when staying in this hotel. First of all, for the pro, so we will start with the pro. First of all, would definitely be how friendly the staff is. So they are really enthused to help you out, especially the bellboy, one of the younger bellboy. He's like always on the go, and he's very fast, and he is very helpful. He's trying to do whatever he can, as much as he can, and he also give you some tips if you ever face or you want to go anywhere. Just ask him; he would gladly help you out. So another pro thing about this hotel is definitely how convenient this place is for you to take your transport. Like for example, the BTS and also the MRT, which I took it almost all the time when I'm traveling around in the Bangkok. So the BTS is the Asok BTS, where there's a link bridge that brings you to there, and there's also a Terminal21, which is a really large mall. You can go there and get high tier restaurant food, or even some food that doesn't break your pocket from Pier 21. I do often go and dine in at Pier 21, which they have really good delicious food like the khao kamu, and also there's the khao gai and khao soi, all this food, and also there's even a coconut ice cream, which is really affordable for people who are on budget. While if you are going to the MRT, there's this Sukhumvit MRT. If you don't go by the link bridge, which is a long way, if there's no rain, you can go towards the Terminal21 at the T junction, turn to the right, or you can see a UOB right on top. That's where you know you need to turn and walk towards the Soi Cowboy. And over there, you will go down, which is the exit 3. And over there, you are able to go to the Sukhumvit MRT. So if you ever see there's rain, just walk towards the exit 2 that will bring you to the overhead bridge at Asok BTS. And then over there, you can walk towards this long stretch of roads that is towards the exchange tower. And turn to the left is your hotel, which is right here. Oh, did I mention that there's quite a few massage shops right below? Yeah, if y'all ever need some relax or massage, y'all are just 5-minute walks away from majority of the massage right below. So now let's talk about the con. First thing I face is the 7-Eleven. You are not really near to both of the 7-Eleven, because there's one near to the Soi Cowboy and another one to the, on the left, which is the Esso, and you need to turn to the right. Yeah, this is the 7-Eleven that is near to you. You are directly right in the middle of both of them. So walking to either one of them is almost the same distance and same time to get there. So this might be issue if you are someone who drink a lot of water, that you're going to buy a lot of like 1.5 liter plain water. About this hotel, I would say, firstly, is the bathroom door. So the door, which I've mentioned, the wooden plank, the handle is a bit hard to pull when you're inside because the handle is really small, and when you close it fully, the handle will be all the way to the back of the glass door, which is like the edge, and it will be quite troublesome. You have to put your finger in and pull it out to open the door again. So this would be one of the cons, and also I would hope that the glass door is not that close to me when I'm trying to close it. But I do know that it's about the room size issue. If you get the same room as mine, like the window facing the road, the main road Sukhumvit, you might face some noise issue because for me, normally around the midnight, so from 12 to 1 or 3 a.m., there's some cars, or I'm not quite sure who are they, but they will rev their motor so loudly that sometimes I would just wake up because it's so loud, and so it would literally disturb my sleep. So I woke up a few times from it, and also the noise cancellation of the room is not that great. Sometimes I would even hear what's going on the other room, and also the window. So you have to literally close, and you don't really have much sunlight coming into the room, unlike right now because I'm doing a video. That's why I turn it on so that I have some natural lights in. So here's the tips now. I will recommend you all to book the non-window room. You have lesser noise, and also you have more privacy. You don't need to, make sure that you close your curtain all the time, roll down your curtain all the time. You don't have this kind of issue, and it also is much more quieter. Oh, I didn't mention this right now when I'm staying over here. I'm not quite sure who if they are doing some renovation due to the recent earthquake in Bangkok, or if there's some crack or something like that. Because right on top, on the I think level 6, they are doing some renovation or stuff that I would hear some knocking and hammering. So sometimes I do take some power nap, so it's very hard for me to do that. Or even if I need to do something that I have to concentrate, it's a bit noisy and hard to focus. Remember to not get the window if you are a light sleeper. If you are ever driving, getting a parking lot here is not free. It costs you 100 baht, so you have to call the staff by dialing 0 to let them know that you are coming here. You will be parking beside. So this is basically all my personal review of this hotel room. Overall, I like this hotel room a lot because right now it's nearing to the raining season. So the shelter area helped me a lot compared to when I'm staying at Soi 19, because most of them doesn't have any shelter area. So it will be quite troublesome if the day is raining, then it's very hard for me to come out unless I get a Grab to grab me out of my hotel. So this hotel room is pretty good. But what I would want them to do is definitely to go and try to figure out how to control the noise pollution from the main road. Like maybe put some soundproof barrel or whatever things that could help to reduce the sound, so that I can get a better sleep, or if any of the guests who are going to stay here in the future will get a better sleep. Yeah. So I hope to see you again in the next video, and bye bye from Bangkok. Ciao.